I did this video in a Walmart bathroom, at my house, on the street, and on the way to pick up my kids from school. So, hey everybody, it's Dale, and I just finished watching the trailer for the Bumblebee movie that'll be coming out in December of 2018. The only human that we saw was Haley Steinfeld. She's a singer and an actress. She was in Ender's Game and True Grit and a couple of the Pitch Perfect movies. This one was directed by Travis Knight, who did Kubo of the Two Strings. I'm really excited to see somebody who's not Michael Bay do one of these. So I took a few screenshots of stuff that I found interesting, like this shot of a beehive inside of Bumblebee's wheel well while we are getting introduced to the character Charlie. While this is all happening, there's a voiceover that's Bernie Mac from the first movie. He's getting all Yoda with Sam Witwicky about his first car and how the car chooses the driver. It's like real Harry Potter type stuff. You know, when the first movie came out, we thought we were going to get a real Steven Spielberg-y type of movie about a boy in his car, and we didn't really get that. We got super thin characters, not nearly enough robots, and just a whole bunch of spectacle, but not nearly enough substance. And I'm really hoping that Travis Knight fixes that, because this is a soft reboot. And here you see Bumblebee looking really clean. I love this design. I love the face mask. His torso looks awesome. It looks almost like the proportions out of Animated or even Rescue Bots. And this is a different version of Bumblebee. His torso is looking different in this one, but I love it. I love how you can actually tell what part of his body's supposed to be what. He doesn't look like a VCR shoved into a blender. The first podcast we did was on Beast Wars, and this totally looks like Waspinator to me. I needed to grab a shot at that. And then this shot of him carrying Charlie and running looks like something very, very much this could have been out of a live-action Transformers Prime movie. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of action. We have this shot of him catching a helicopter. Nothing in this shot is going to tell us whether or not that's a Decepticon or if it's just terrorism or something. But this here is fantastic. I love the way that this jet is transforming, very, very much like a G1 1984 Starscream would have transformed. And even the face of this Decepticon doesn't look like a bug anymore like all the other movies. He looks just rad, and I really, really want this to be Starscream. He has the right colors and stuff. So I'm going to be really, really looking forward to Christmas this year because I want to see this movie very, very much. Okay, so what are the chances that this movie is going to be terrible? Pretty good. We don't have a good track record with Transformers movies, and we're going to end up with too many humans, not enough robots, too much action, not enough substance. The Optimus Primecast podcast is a podcast about story and character, and that's what we want. So hopefully this isn't just a smash and grab for some toy sales and some merchandising. There's a good director, and even if you listen to the music that's in the trailer, it's not as bombastic. It's super dreamy and hopeful and exciting without being overbearing. We don't have all that wah 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 that was in all of the other movies. So this soft reboot of the series, I really hope that we're looking at the beginning of something that is worth caring about. We're all going to see it anyway, right? We're fans. We have to, because hopefully someday they'll do a good one, and hopefully they start this time. And if you're not familiar with the Transformers Prime podcast, please check us out on iTunes. You can just search for Transformers Prime podcast or Transformers Beast Wars podcast or Transformers Beast Machines podcast. And if you are familiar with the show but haven't supported us on Patreon, we have reviewed all of the Michael Bay movies. So we have, there's probably like 10 or so hours of us complaining about Michael Bay available to Patreon patrons, as well as a review of the first mini-series of the GoBots, and there's going to be more and more to come. But in the meantime, thanks so much for spending a minute with me to talk about Bumblebee, and I will see you guys on the next show. Thanks again, and high five!